Last time, I mentioned that there were two Disney films that I would always watch as a kid, with one of them being Alice in Wonderland. The other is another different movie, but believe it or not, this one is even weirder than Alice in Wonderland, both because of the movie itself and the choice for one of my favorites, since this is actually a package film of the 40s. For number 6, this is The Three Caballeros. Now the thing with package films is that they're literally short cartoons slapped together to make something that's feature length. Sometimes, like Make Mine Music or Melody Time, they don't have a consistent theme. They're made more that Disney can take one segment and present it as its own short. But with Three Caballeros, it feels like a complete movie. There's an actual main plot where Donald opens up some birthday gifts and really gets into what he got, rather it be by watching some films or quite literally. Now I know there are some segments like the Penguin or the Flying Gauchito where they can work on their own, but with everything else, it feels like they all connect together. Instead of just several animated shorts at once, everything feels like one big Donald Duck cartoon. Now, I will agree that the story itself can be inconsistent. In fact, it can be all over the place. At first, it wants to be a package film, then it becomes educational, then a Donald Duck cartoon, and then it ends off by doing whatever it wants like it gave up and went all pink elephants on us. That is true, but that's not why I love this movie so much. Like Alice in Wonderland, what really makes it for me is the characters and animation. With all the characters, they bring out a unique personality and likability to the film, like the cool and calm Jose, the eccentric Pachitos, and the unexpected zaniness of... But I think the most intriguing character out of all of this is actually Donald, since he's actually not the hot-tempered duck we all remember him for. Here, Donald is more like Goofy, trying to fit in with the Brazilian or Mexican culture, but always finds a way to screw up in a comedic manner. That, and he is always chasing girls whenever he gets the chance. I guess this is set before he met Daisy? However, I'm not saying that this is bad. In fact, Donald is just hilarious in this movie. There are moments I would always laugh at as a kid, and I still do today, over Donald getting himself in weird slapstick situations. And then there's the animation of the film, where watching this now is surprisingly phenomenal. I would probably even consider it revolutionary. Believe it or not, this is one of the first Disney animated features to blend hand-drawn animation with live action, along with Songs of the South. As a kid, I was just laughing at Donald's crazy antics to get a girl. But now, I'm just amazed how these two mediums blend so well with the technology they had back then. I mean, keep in mind, this movie was made in the 40s and they were able to do stuff like this. But I know it's only there for only a few scenes, but the rest of the movie still looks great as well. Even if it doesn't make sense, it's still interesting to watch what the Disney animators are capable of. Now I'm sure a lot of you are curious to know what are my thoughts on its predecessor, Saludos Amigos, since they were both made as a result of Walt's goodwill trip to South America back in the early 40s. Well, to be honest, I don't care as much for it. Like I said earlier, I was always watching The Three Caballeros as a kid, so it has much more of a personal impact to me than Saludos Amigos. That and this one is much more of a package film than Caballeros. It has an entire South American theme to it, sure, but it acts more like a vacation video of what Walt and his friends did in South America and the cartoons they made from ideas they got during that time. Nothing against the movie, again, it's more of a personal reason. And where some prefer Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short, I'd rather take Donald Duck, Jose Carioca, and Pachitos Pistoles any day of the week.
caballeros, three gay caballeros, they say we are birds of a feather. We're happy amigos, no matter where he goes. The 1, 2, and 3 goes, we're always together.